Hey y'all, so someone asked me about how do I go about publishing a book as an independent author, as an indie author, or a self-published author. And I was like, it's all here. And then I have like a whole bunch of planning sheets on my drive as well that I use. And at first I was like, well, I'm such a newbie. I've only been doing it for 5 years. I don't think like I'm an expert. I'm nowhere near the expert level. But then I started to think, I was like, well, let me share what I do know. And I created some videos then of how I tackle publishing a book, kind of like a project. And it's like I'm a project manager for my own project. So I'm kind of like the lion tamer and the lion itself. I'm also a Leo. And I want to share with you all because this question kind of prompted me to think that perhaps even the little that I know, I can share. So these are the videos that I made about it. I don't know how many videos there will be, but I have phases. I have three phases. The creative phase, which is the easy one, the one that I love to do, the marketing phase, and then the logistic phase, the logistic and dinero phase. That's the one that sustains the dream, y'all. So I have those three phases, and I put my planning into those three buckets. Mind you, those phases, sometimes I do it concurrently. For sure, as I'm creating, I am also marketing. And even before any of that, I had already planned it out, set out the budget, started putting some money aside. So even phase three goes concurrently. Particularly, for example, right? If I'm doing a pre order campaign, some of that is going to go into phase three. So things are interlinked and connected. And that is something that I wanted to talk to y'all about. And we're going to tackle it in videos and in faces. So if this is something that y'all want to hear for sure, tap in, save it, like it, comment so it can continue to show up on your algorithm, and subscribe so that way you can continue to get these videos and these sort of how to's. When I started self publishing, I realized something. Writing the book was only one piece of a much bigger picture. So I started treating every book like a full on project, broken into three main phases. Phase one, the creative. Phase two, marketing and visibility. And phase three, which is very important, the financial, dinero, and logistics. Creative is where the magic starts, though. That's the one that I lean heavily on because it's the one that I enjoy the most. And it has to do with drafting, self editing, also working with my editor and designer. It's the heart of the story, it's what people see when they pick up the book. Marketing is the visibility phase. It's social media, it's website updates, pre order campaigns, and connecting with my readers. This one is the one where I struggled. While I enjoy connecting with my readers and other authors, is the website updates and the pre-order campaigns, things that have to do with the technical aspect of it, where I'm like, oh, it's a little bit of a struggle there. But this is the phase where community comes alive. So that's where I tend to focus on when it comes to this one. That regardless of how much I struggle, I'm building community through this phase. And then there's the financial and logistics phase. This is budgeting, tracking expenses, ordering copies for my bookshop, and prepping for taxes. This is the part that no one sees, but those that live in my household, this is the non glamorous aspect of it, but it's what keeps the dream sustainable. So this is kind of like a virtual book project map that I have in my head. And I want to say it out loud so hopefully others can understand how I'm going about doing this. because it's not just one thing. It's a project. Like I was trying to explain to somebody, having a book published or doing the independent publishing thing as I am doing, it's like you're a project manager. I feel like I'm a project manager. I'm managing a project, and that project happens to be me. Happens to be the book that I'm writing, but I'm also the one managing it. You see, so it's almost like I'm the lion tamer in the circus. And honestly, that's what indie means, and that's what being indie is all about. You're wearing every hat: writer, marketer, accountant, and I love it that way. It gives me freedom, it gives me ownership, and it's proof that creativity and structure can coexist beautifully and fully. But there's a planning aspect to this. There are certain questions that I ask myself for each phase, and these questions are meant to help guide me in the direction that I'm supposed to be going in. And I like questions because questions help me to explore. It brings in curiosity so that way I can tap and discover certain things about the aspects of producing this book. So, on the next voice note, I will tell you all about the various questions that I asked myself for phase one of developing a book. All right, so that was more of an overview and introduction. And in the subsequent video, I will get more into the detail, those questions that I asked myself on phase one in order to plan that phase. I'll see you all then. Bye.